So let's wait for some people to come in here. Coffee is ice cold again. Tell my story of my life. I'm sorry, I was trying to pull up chat on my computer, on my laptop, I mean, so I could look at it while I was doing this, and it's just not going to work out. My laptop is in serious need of attention, and I have to do something before I go away, because if I go away and don't take care of that, I don't know how we're gonna do that. And Jimmy said, I'm telling him, he goes, I have to check something downstairs as if that's going to help my laptop. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, but I wanted to see if there was any way I could get I can't. And so we're on take 2. I have to bake a cake. Today's Ethan's birthday. We just had an ice cream cake and we still have half of it left for Michael's birthday. So, well, I'm gonna make a yellow cake with my chocolate buttercream frosting, which is to die for. So that's what I'm gonna do for Ethan's birthday. His gifts just arrived and I've gotta wrap them. But I want to see, as I was saying in the other video, my older kids for the last 2 years have been getting me flowers of the month from the Bokes. And I just showed, if you missed in the last video, that they send a lot of greenery and stuff that actually roots itself. It's incredible. So I have like this palm plant out of this, one of the bouquets from maybe a year or so ago. Hi, Chelsea, I haven't seen you in a while. Hi. Sorry, I was trying to see if I could get the laptop, and then I got so fed up with the laptop and had to compose myself for a minute, because I'm getting a little bit of the and we still have a lot of time left, but I'm getting like that pre-vacation stuff, like, oh my gosh, I've got to get this laptop fixed. I've got to get my COVID booster, all of that stuff, So I'm trying to schedule all that today. And I'm just hoping that I don't get, I didn't get a big reaction from any of the COVID, plus I had the monoclonal antibodies, plus I had COVID, so I think hopefully it won't be a bad reaction, and if it is, what is it going to be, a day or 2, right? Okay, so now we have a few people in here. If you'd say hi, hi. I saw Chelsea, and I don't know if Carol Plant is back in here or anyone else, but I'm going to open this up. I'm not sure what's in here. It's always a surprise. So let's, let me open this. Open me ASAP. Okay. Okay. So there's always this rose, not peony or peony roses. I don't know if there's peonies or roses, whatever. Let's see what this says. This says, enjoy your flowers, much love. They should have my kids' names, shouldn't they? But they always go the Bokes Company. Care and design tips for best travel and long vase life. Our flowers may arrive in semi-bud form. Please allow 1 to 2 days to open. And this says 1 bunch of desert gardens. Oh, and speaking of rooting things and blah, 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 the last time I had a succulent, and they told me just to leave the succulent alone and put it on the dirt. And that's what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, it's rooting. Guys, it's rooting. Let me show you. Hold on. I know that I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this. I put one of the leaves just in the dirt. Look, can you see the roots? Hold on, let me let it focus. Hold on, wait a second. I can't believe this. Now that's another thing I can propagate. Do you see the roots coming on that? Okay, no water, but I'm going to show you something even better. Oh shoot. Here's another one that has roots too. See those little white fine things? But look, so does this. Can you see that? Okay. So the only one that didn't root was one of the leaves, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Two. Well, 3 out of 3. I actually got the plant, so now they're gonna yell at me and they're gonna say, just leave it alone. Look how long. So, guy, I'm gonna have to ask Peridot, do I just keep it in the dirt like that? I'm gonna say, just keep it in the dirt like that, Carolyn. The dirt is so dry, Peridot, really? I think what about a little spritz of water, Peridot? Just a little tiny spritz? Peridot, I'm thinking I need a little tiny spritz. The dirt is so dry. Will you tell me later? I'm gonna see, okay? All right. Oh, I can't believe that. So that's another thing from both. So I've got, out of this, I've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4 plants out of it. Palm and that, and I've got other greens that are rooting in there. So let's see what they sent me today. Let's see, and now I have to go down on the box now. I never know the right angle. Okay. Oh, that's too far. Okay. All right, so let's get rid of the box now. Rid of the boxy. Sorry for the big loud bang. I didn't mean that. And Davida would be like, save the paper. You can do a project on it. Now she's going to get mad at me. No, she's not. She's not mad at me about the salad. She came in last night. I overreacted again. Oh, Jimmy cut that already. Here's my flower water. Oh my gosh, flower water. My powder for my flower water. It says, if you trim them, make sure the water is clean. Well, I would not put you in dirty water. Give you a swish. Okay. Now, oh, I have another succulent in here, I believe, Peridot. I have some eucalyptus. Okay. And another succulent. See, the stick, that means I have another succulent to plant. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I don't remember getting succulents last year, but I remember something about the desert thing, and I was like, why is it on a stick, you know? And then I said, can I root that? And everybody was like, Peridot came on, called me, and said, yeah, you can root it. This is like, that's like a tree. Okay, Jimmy wants me to cut these a little bit shorter because if we put it on the counter, you can't open the cabinet doors. You're gonna have to keep moving, but I'm probably gonna leave it in the island. Okay. So. Okay. So this is a piece of greenery. I don't know if this will root or what this is, but you know, it almost looks like those silver dollar flowers. My aunt had those. Okay. A lot of times they just need a little drink and stuff, and they have to open up. But so we have these chrysanthemums, I guess, or those in there. And we have eucalyptus. We'll put that in there. And the eucalyptus usually dries, and I have some of that, of the eucalyptus in my dried flowers over there, not my dried flowers, my flower arrangement over there from then, okay? All right. You missed it, Jimmy. You missed it. You missed the, you know, that succulent thing, it rooted, I showed it to them.
Oh,
That I
really?
took out of the last one, they sent me another one that I've got. Look, uh-oh, now that's definitely gonna get rooted. But they tied him on here so that he's like that, but I should root this one too, right? Peridot's gonna be like,
Might as
yes.
well. What's it?
Yes, I think I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna put him in, he's poor little one, I don't want him to, something to happen to him, and then I have these little, whatever these lilies are. Okay, and then another eucalyptus. Put that in there. They take a little time to get back to normal here, so those are some more of those like little, they're like little almost crocuses or something, gladiolas. I'll have to, another one of these tree spriggy things. So it usually takes 1 or 2 days for the bouquet to start blooming here. Let's see, put that over there. And another gladiola. The little guys. They had a rough trip, I think, this time. I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to put you over there. And this little succulent, definitely, poor baby. This fell off, but they have him tied up here. See, with this floral tape, they didn't have the other one tied up there. I'm going to untie him. Here, let me put the camera down. And then I'm going to get some soil and do what I did with this one. But I really think I need to give a little tiny spritz. And if Peridot's watching, which I don't know if she is, she might say, oh, don't. See, they put a stick right up. Little shoot. I'm gonna try. Oh, there, I got it out. And I'm going, don't worry, little guy, I know what they did to you. Now, I think Peridot would say, take these off, because they're coming off anyway, and I can root these like I rooted the other ones. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull those off, right like that. Any ones that are this one, because these are already like coming apart. But we're gonna have a new plant. Okay, and that's gonna keep on growing. So I think even that one and that one. And we're gonna propagate this little guy. And now I feel like a pro on this now. I know, I shouldn't be, but I do for a little bit. Alright, so let's, we'll leave this out because I'm gonna make a mess probably. Let me go and get, I have a little, hang on, let me get you over here so you can see over here. And I'm gonna go and get the little pots I have, and I'm just gonna put some dirt in them, and I'll be right there. I have them over here. Okay, I know Peridot's gonna be like, I told you to get some rocks. And I didn't, but right now, Peridot, I'm just gonna put some dirt in this and these. Well, let me put on some gloves so my hands don't get any worse than they are. I'm so super excited that I was able to do that. Okay. got some dirt here. And it's pretty dry. Peridot's gonna be like, Peridot, I'm just gonna give it a little tiny, just a little spritzer. Just a little spritz. Don't freak, okay? And then all we're gonna do, in Peridot with this one, just gonna put them like that in the dirt, like that. That I actually have enough room around here to root these leaves right in there. So she's like, you just lay them kind of like that. I know you guys have come a long way, but you're not gonna be put on a stick anymore. That's not nice. We're gonna grow you into something nice, okay? Just gonna put you like that, lay you like that, and we're gonna leave it, okay? I'm just gonna leave it. And what I'm going to do is over here. Jimmy, you wanna see this? He's real interested, right? He's really interested in this. Jimmy, you want to see this?
Yeah.
I think I might just transfer it over here so it has a little more room. Just gonna put a little tiny spritz. Just a little spritz. So this is the succulent I did before and I showed it, but you weren't around.
Yeah. So what do we do with that?
And look, it grew the roots.
Yeah, what do we do with that?
What do you mean, what do we do with
put it in
it?
dirt?
No, we just put it on top like that. Look, and the leaves all grew
Oh
roots.
my God. Let's check that out and see what happens.
So I'm gonna put the, yeah, of course.
Stay
But,
tuned, folks.
no, this one did, no. That's the other one I'm rooting, but this one already rooted.
That's what I mean. So just need one leaf.
Yeah, or you can just root a leaf. Now they say, I don't know if you can do this with African violets, but I'm gonna put these guys in their own over here. Just like
Do it
that.
exactly like you did the other one. See what happens.
Okay, and then we'll see what happens. All right, and we'll do that. So we'll see what happens with these guys, right? Okay, now I'll put them back over here. I just gave it tiny spritz. It's still really dry, Peridot. Don't worry about it. Everything is really, really dry. Okay, and I'm not like touching and just put it away, Peridot. I did just put it away. And so this is the subscriptions to the books and to give them time to bloom and stuff. And so this is a rather kind of plain. Okay, usually there's a lot of like sunflowers that come in. Of course, you've seen them over time, but this one will open up, and the gladiolus will get their water and stuff. It's just I have to arrange them a little better too. Uh-oh. You bent a little bit. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just I've got to arrange that a lot better, but right now I just want them to get some water and to perk up a little bit. And they have to open up and stuff, but we'll leave them like that right now. I have something else to show you, do I? Let me see. Let me grab this. Take this box out of here. Okay, and let me grab this, and the scissor. I wanted to show you a craft or something. Hold on. So today's Ethan's birthday. I've done the big cake. And I'm not doing an ice cream cake because we just had one for Mike's birthday and still, we had it Monday and there's still half of the ice cream cake left. So going to do a yellow cake with my signature chocolate buttercream frosting. And then the auction that's normally at 3:30 today is going to start at 9:30 because when my kiddies get home from track, we're going to have dinner, birthday cake, spend some time together and have some fun. So then he goes to bed very early because they run track like you can't believe how they run these kids. And then we'll start the auction at 9:30, but tomorrow there'll be another auction starting at 3:30. So we're going to split it into 2 days. So I hope that makes sense. And I have to schedule my booster. I have to figure out what's wrong with my laptop because now it's just totally useless. It won't even, Jimmy, how come you went downstairs to figure out what's wrong with my laptop?
Oh, good. I bought some hard drives and stuff. The one that used to be in your laptop.
Oh. Okay. And so we'll see if I can figure this out. If I could just get Chrome reinstalled, because that's the whole problem. Hi, Rebecca. And so I'm having a little getting everything ready anxiety, and we still have time, so to do that. But I'm just really stoked that I was able to get roots out of those succulents. So now I do pineapples, mangoes, avocados, succulents. And if I'm like Davida, I'm going to add to my repertoire there, expert plant propagator. She's like, you got to sell yourself. Okay. I'm selling myself. I'm not going to sell myself short there. So what else is new? We were trying to play a game last night. That got a little bit off the charts. Hi, Nicole. It was gross things. I tried to get Scooter to play the other game with us, but the carrot patch, yeah, I made that. Uh-oh, let me see if I can. I showed you that the other day, right? My son Michael liked that too. Yeah, very easy to make. I just did the Dollar Tree, which they really stepped it up with that sign this year. I think it was a much higher quality now that they're the $1.25 tree. And I took those 2 crates. That's actually, you might think it's that stain, that Waverly stain, but no, that's actually a paint that went on kind of like a stain. And then I did them brown, glued the 2 crates together. I put popsicle sticks in the back. What do you mean, what happened with Robin? What happened? What's going on? Why are you so sad? She's not sad. She got a lot of support last night, Nicole. What happened with Robin? She had a great night. She got tons of support, Nicole. Why are you have a sad face? The 2 crates together. Yeah, she's not, she's thrilled. I don't know I always miss what happens in the chat. Okay, and then there's 2 popsicle sticks that I stained, and then I attached them to the back of the sign, put the carrots in there, and then I glued those little topiary bunnies on. So that is like 100%, and then took the ribbon, just went over the top of the crates, and with the carrot ribbon. Like, oh, okay, I don't know, Chelsea said she hopes Robin was better today. Oh, yeah, she's much better today. She got tons of support there, Nicole. You weren't, yeah, I know, you weren't there last night. No, I just mean our game got sidelined because I was coming out with our game and then our live took a different turn, but that's okay. We played the game after. But I was trying to get Scooter to play that other game with us, and she was being a goofball last night. And so then I went and got my game. You weren't there. Okay, yeah. Nothing happened. I mean, nothing happened bad at all. Okay. So let me pull it back a little bit. Well, you were sleeping, but you were here. Okay. Shoot. What am I doing? Okay, I'm pull back. So yeah, I'm gonna bake a cake and to wrap some presents And so we're not, again, not having the 3:30 auction. We're going to do the auction at, oh, you don't like when she's upset. Oh, okay. Well, she ended up being happy, so I guess that's a good thing. What else was I gonna say? And now it's like another, yesterday was a nice day, the sun was shining. I went for a walk with you guys, and today it's like, eh, eh. It's one of those kinds of days. It's always sunny at Lisa D's house. But, hi, Thankful and Grateful. How are you? Anyway, I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys or show you guys, and now I can't even think of what it was. Oh, I was going to show you something with a craft I was doing. What the heck was I going to show you? I am losing my mind, and then I'll remember when I sign off. I'll be like, oh, I showed you that I need the sun too, Chelsea, so badly. Oh my, they were like, see that little Russian nesting doll back there? I showed that to Gia and Michael. They could not believe how little that went to, like a pill. It's crazy. What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. If you hear that ticking, that's the solar cardinal and stuff behind me on the window, and I have a solar lamb for Easter. And when they shake their head, it makes a ticking that sounds like a clock on the wall, but it's not. It's not a clock. Everybody's so quiet and subdued lately. Nobody's chatting. Everybody's, hi Pam. Thanks for taking us along on walks and rides. And oh, you're welcome. Hi, Mom Ames. So yeah, so the auction tonight will start at 9:30, not 3:30. And I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out what's wrong with my laptop. I've got to schedule my booster. I was telling my mama about that nesting. Yeah, it's crazy. They were like freaking out. I should have taken a video of their faces. Never seen anything, and her mother collects those, and she's never seen anything like that. Never seen anything like that. I don't know what I was gonna say. There was something I was gonna tell you guys. Besides the cake, the change in the things. Oh my gosh, it has to have, you want me to do it? Hold on, I'll do it. Let me get, so you can see. Move this out of the way. Okay, I'll tell you something about nesting dolls. Let me tell you something really quick. I love them. And when I was a kid, I got one from someone. Oh, it was from my sister-in-law's mother. And I always think it was because we went to this fair with them where I got this Mary Engelbreit paper holder. Like, I'd never been to a fair like that with them, but I went when my parents and I didn't want to go because the ride was too long. I didn't want to go. Can you believe that? So they went with my sister. But I stayed with my sister-in-law and her mother and stuff, and we went to this fair, but that's not what she got me. I think she got them for me somewhere else when she actually went to Russia. But there were only 3 dolls in it, and I used to see this Sesame Street one where they kept opening them, and I was like, I want one like that. I finally found one a few years ago. I showed it to you guys, and I think it opened to 5, okay? And I was like thrilled with that. But this one, let's see. This one is just like incredible. It is, it's incredible. Okay. So let's see if you can see that. Okay. That's the doll. And the first one is like a little bit squeaky. It needs like, I don't know, I think it needs some WD-40. So this is how I'm gonna do it. Because I've never even counted Mama Ames, so that's 1. And we've got 2. See, and that one doesn't do that squeak. I got 3. That's like my first one, I had 3. It was smaller, it was about maybe like this. Then, now I would start being like really happy with that, because that was 1 more than I had. But then, okay, I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's nice, I like that. And I always wonder like if these dots signify anything, because sometimes like, that's what I mean about QVC. If you ever watch QVC, you find out things like you would never think about your things. They'll be like, oh, each one of these dots signifies how many dolls are left. They always like know something that you'll never know. So that we've got 5, right? Jimmy, please, I'm gonna get it. You know what?
Why?
You can't play that.
No, it's actually,
It doesn't matter.
so,
It really doesn't matter.
yeah.
Okay, so then we've got 6 now, right? You're like, wow, that's pretty good. And that's what, when Dandy was opening, I was like, no, that can't be opening again. So we put this one over here. And see, like, so her flower turns to 1 dot. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so now we have 7, right? That looks like, okay, that's good. There we have 8. That's not the end. That one opens. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then in this one, this is crazy. I'm so scared of opening this because out comes this tiny, I thought it looked like a little pill, but it actually, I see the definition now. And that does not open, that's the end. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy. Look how tiny that is. You should have seen G and I really wish I had had a video, because I think people are just like totally amazed. Can you imagine? It'd be nice to see. Remember that show, How Do You Make That? To see how they make these that small like that. Just, I wonder what the record is. Well, they have to start much bigger, right? It wouldn't be fair unless you all were the same size. I wonder if those dots. Sorry about that. Sorry. That one is a little bit squeaky. I think she needs a little bit of WD-40. But isn't that crazy? Hi, Rubbity Bob. That's nuts, right? It is. How does it go that small? I don't know where, I think my first one is in my daughter's room, but, I was so hold on a minute, I'll show you something. And I know I've shown this to you before, I know I have. This is not my first one. This was the first one that I think I found that went down, because my first one is about this size, but it only goes to 3, and it's really pretty purple color. Pretty sure it's in my daughter's room. But I was thrilled to find this one because I thought, oh wow, I'm really doing well, because like my first one is like that, 3. And I would watch that Sesame Street and they would go down and I would be like, I want one like that, but you didn't find them just everywhere. They didn't have online where you could just get anything. And then I would have been like thrilled with that, but this one goes down one more, and I was like thrilled with that it went down 5. And I got the little one. But what you gonna do? She's like, how'd you have so many kids? Don't ask me about it. Forget about it. So she had 9 kids and she had 4. Aren't they? And I should get my original one. Gosh, because that's so pretty. And it's a really nice purple. But yeah, those are the Russian nesting dolls. And I was going to show you something else. Oh, I want to show you something else that I made a long time ago. I must have made this, could be 30 years ago. Maybe longer, because it was when I was in a ceramics class, and I think Ray was, yeah, it's probably 32 years ago that I made this. And look how, didn't even know, I was probably really just a baby. I made this. It's a little trinket box. And then I put that, I don't know, we put on some kind of like a pearlizing or something that makes it look really super vintage. And then shaded it with this pink chalk probably. I don't even know how I knew how to do that back then, but I told you, and then I made this girl gnome once, and then the place closed and somebody got my gnome. I don't know who it is, but somebody got my gnome. I never even put my name on the bottom of this. My kids wouldn't even know that I made that. But I have that with my Easter decorations on the other side, little trinket box. And what else do I have? Vintage Easter over there. Vintage Easter I have, oh, this is vintage Easter that I have. I don't know where this is from. Let me see what this is. What does that say? Is that, what does that say? Taiwan? I think so. It's a little, and this must be close to 30 years old too. A little bunny Easter snow globe. And this is my original. I didn't buy this in some store recently. This has been with me. Oh, I'll show you something else I came across that's real vintage that I've had forever. Down this trip down memory lane. Let me see. I'll show you what else I've had forever. 1 second. That's just my bottles that I have to paint. They're in a huge, huge bag here, so every time I here's a couple of other things. This guy, I figured out what, and I'm so glad I have this because some of the stuff, like when my parents sold the house in New Jersey to my brother, I was pregnant with Michael, we went down and I don't know what came and like how I had my stuff or what I got my stuff and look, I'm just thankful for everything that I ended up getting, because especially at that time, I was like, oh no, I don't need that, whatever it was. But this must have been when I was born, that my mother got flowers in it or something when I was born. And so that's something that I keep in my china closet. Because that's true vintage. And then these, like I said, these candle holders, and I have 2 of them, but I just brought one out. These are true vintage. I've had these for about probably 30 years. I think I got these, I want to say, I don't know why I want to say Lillian Vernon. These were like Lillian Vernon, but, and then this is crazy. If I tell you, there used to be a gift shop in the town that the restaurant's in. My aunt and uncle used to go in all the time, and of course, they were never charged for anything. And so one day, my aunt wanted to get me something really nice because, so she went to this gift shop, and it was called the Shop in the Valley. And we got some like crazy things in there. Like I have this like 3-foot tall Easter bunny. She got the nicest things. And in fact, Ethan's bear that it was his lovey was from there, you know. But anyway, she brought me this, okay? Now you might not think, I had no idea. This had to be 1990. Do you know how much this cost? I was flabbergasted. Let me explain to you what this is. This is this bunny, okay? She's got this flower. The dress is like, almost like it has plaster on it. And look, she has wooden shoes, tiny wooden shoes. But this is all like plaster. Again, this has to be close to 30 years old. But let me tell you what this cost back then. It says butternut hollow. And I didn't even realize this is like an Easter decoration too. Butternut hollow. And they are Lynn Bywater's Ferris Lisa Rabbit. Isn't that funny? Lisa Rabbit, like Lisa. into the woods, deeper and deeper, to a stand of trees, butternut trees. And I think they had a bunch of characters. This is where the imagination of American illustrator Lynn Bywaters, and my aunt is still alive that gave this to me. She's going to be 97 years old in a few days, okay? And she still drives and goes to like chair yoga. Lynn Bywaters Ferris takes us to Butternut Hollow, a quiet land covered in moss and deep leaves, perfect for Lisa Rabbit, her family, and friends. From possible dreams, that's what it is, possible dreams, imagination, comes this handcrafted sculpture of Lisa Rabbit. It is a cloth teak original, a unique blend of stiffened cloth, porcelain, and resin combined with possible dreams, life-giving artistry. And this was $155 back in like 1990. I could not believe it. I'm like, are you kidding me? So, but she wanted, like, we never charged her, or my uncle for anything, so they wanted to go and get me something. So it's crazy. This says 1990. Look at that. I just guessed 1990. Is that crazy? So, yeah, my aunt got that for me. And I just realized that. And I've never looked up other characters, but yeah, it's crazy. But she's in my china closet, so now I'm showing you some of my vintage stuff. But this is all real vintage. I mean, I didn't buy this after market. This is when I was a baby. That's from my aunt for a present. The bunny I made and the other snow globe I've had for all that time. Isn't that crazy? Walk down memory lane. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, Jeanette, look. She has tiny wooden shoes, Jeanette. Look. Tiny wooden shoes. Do, 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 do. Hey, Shay. Happy birthday, Ethan. Yeah. I better get making his cake. But, yep. So those are my, Hi, Sherry Shirley. Starts with Bunny. What starts with Bunny? Oh, this one? Butternut Hollow, is that what you're talking about? It's called Possible Dreams. Lynn Bywaters Ferris, Lisa Rabbit. The auction, we mean, what? Oh, the auction is going to start at 9:30. Oh, yeah, I know, there's a bunch, Sherry Shirley. You've never heard of these, did you, Sherry Shirley? You just must have looked them up right now. And the little flower. There we go. Disposable. She is extremely cute. But yeah, my mother bought me these from that gift shop, like this 3-foot bunny. He's brown, and then my sister got another one, but it was a gift shop like you wouldn't expect to see in a small town. She had like unbelievable stuff. Still remember that was like my favorite gift shop in the world. What was I gonna say? Never looking for them online today. Never. Oh, really? No, that's what I'm saying. I never heard of them either when she bought that for me, and then it was like what, $155 back in 1990. I was like, what? Okay. All right. And they had a bunch of characters, I believe, Sherry. Not just a couple. I think it was a whole. Oh, there it is. Possible Dreams. From Foxborough, Massachusetts, exclusively by Possible Dreams. I wonder if they're even in business anymore. I wonder if they're in business anymore, but that's about it. I will see you guys later. Have a nice day. I'm gonna go bake that cake and put this stuff away before I break it. All right, everybody have a good day. We'll see you at 9:30. Please be there. I found that, Almost Famous. Why is that very sad? Why is that very sad? Why is that very sad? I don't know why that's very sad. But if someone can get something like that for 18, they're very lucky. I'm not selling mine because, and I'm. All right, K-Bay. Hey, K-Bay. Hi, Larky. Hi, Rowdy Vibe. Bye-bye, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.